Honey, so it appears that more is going on in the world of Queen Naija because her sister Tina, her ex, basically had a lot to say about, Tina and family, honey. That includes, Queen's mom and, the rest of Queen's family. We're going to talk about it. But before we get started, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I release a video. And I hope y'all enjoy. Let's get started.
I already know it's your girl, BritneyChanel.
What is up, honeys? It's KingBritneyChanel, and this video is powered by KingBritneyChanel Couture, available on teespring.com. The link will always be in the description, and check out my merch shelf for the latest that I have on the site. Let's get into the topic. I hope y'all enjoy. What's going on today with y'all, honeys? It is a nice rainy day where I am at. Ooh, let me get comfortable for this, honey, because I was like, what in the so ghetto is going on with this whole Tina situation? It's like every time we turn around, y'all, like Queen family is embarrassing Queen some type of way. And y'all, don't get me wrong, like I used to feel like, at first in the rumor mill, it was like, Queen is not doing right by her family and she don't do her mom right. Y'all remember everything that was said, and you know how Clarence was just an influence on Queen and all the rest of this stuff. I kind of believed it at first, but now I'm not really buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying what they selling, for the simple fact of the matter that every time you turn around, honey, every time you turn around, Queen family is embarrassing her some type of way, honey. Queen had a cousin come out. Like, everybody, it's like, it's so sad. Like, this is what they mean when they say more money, more problems, because your family sometimes be acting like a straight fool. It's just so sad. Like, people can't just glow up and be successful without people, wearing them down. You feel me? And what I mean is, if y'all haven't seen the videos that have been circulating around on YouTube, basically Tina's ex put the whole family, honey, on Front Street. She ain't really get into Queen because, they didn't come for Queen like that. But she did get into, she was very nice and respectful, like I would say, as far as Queen, because I guess she didn't have no issue really with Queen from what I saw on the video. But she basically addressed, I guess, Tina and Tina's, their mama, Miss Reva, for, I guess, speaking out on her. So her clapback was like, she done aired the whole thing out. She done revealed that Tina was taking money from folks, they make money, she take money type of time. And that, they was, I guess Tina was mad because with the ex, because she have to now pay that money back some type of way. That's what the ex kind of set it up like in her live and everything when she was talking, and then like in her videos, I mean, on social media, because it's like mad videos. It's videos on a channel called I think The Real Bree. It's videos all around where people is giving commentary, and I watched the whole the one where they was doing like the mukbang, and they was like, Tina Bando is a liar, that video. So and I also watched a video of her just talking, like she was like, I guess laying on a bed or something like that, and the girl was talking, but pretty much she just kind of spilled all of the tea, like, and I'm just gonna get into the honey for today's tea. And y'all know, if you are on my channel, you know what honey for the tea is. But if you're new to my channel, I always give honey for the tea. Honey represents Yah's word, his truth, his promises, and how we could apply those things to everyday life. Because a lot of times in life, there's unfortunate situations. And, sometimes we got to make the best out of them. We got to sweeten up life sometimes. Just focusing on the things of the Most High God and his promises and things, and that can help us get our life back in perspective. So That's the angle I'm coming from. Now, I always kind of felt like, okay, like, you know, I'm like, okay, well, maybe the mom and them, they missed their sister, and maybe Fame is pulling her in another direction. But if we setting the whole play-by-play up, I personally feel like her family just don't fit the image. And it's because every time you turn around, it's some ghetto, just embarrassing stuff going on. Like, Queen is a brand now. Okay, Queen is grown. She's a brand now. She has a family. Typically, that's what happens, like, in a biblical sense. Like, the woman, you know, she gets married, she goes off, has kids, and becomes a part of the new household. And then the parents, the kids that's there, that's that household. So it just seems like they tried to paint, I feel like, Clarence, from the press, in the media, they tried to paint him like he just was this user. But now it's seeming like, from what the ex-girlfriend is saying, that the family could be the usury type of time with this whole situation, because the ex was saying that Queen was giving the Mama Reva a $300 like grocery allowance, and she still was asking Queen for money, like none of them was working. And she was saying that Queen kind of I guess encouraged them to get a job or whatever, and all the rest of this stuff. And it's just sad, like, when you think about Tina, like, Tina, you know, this is not the first time we've seen videos about Tina stealing. And I just, you know, want to know what is really going on. Is the girl, like, not feeling good about herself? Because typically when people do stuff like that, you kind of be like, what is going on with you? Like, why are you? And then the girl was saying that she was taking money from her family, friends, and still just stealing from the family, friends, and all kind of stuff. Y'all remember that whole situation with Queen in the Clarence's credit card situation, and she had that never broke again stuff on, and everybody figured out that it was just like Clarence was putting stuff up on social media, and it was just like, Tina, like, this trifling stuff needs to stop. It needs to stop. And the girl was basically saying, like, I guess supposedly she had to pay some money back that she took from somebody. I was just like, y'all, what is going on with Tina? The girlfriend also revealed that she kind of was like, you know, over there kind of upset sometimes when she was with Tina, because she felt like Miss Reva would put Tina down, like, I guess, and kind of compare her to Queen in a way, like basically saying like that Tina was jealous of Queen. And, you know, she was basically, the girl kind of made a reference of when they would get in the car, you know, they would always hear stuff like, oh, why do Clarence family get to be at the house? Why do Armand and Trey get to be at the house? Why do the baby get to be here? You know, why do Clarence mom get to be over? All kind of stuff or whatever. And I'm like, at first I used to be like, well, maybe she, you know, sometimes fame do take people away from their family, but then there's sometimes such a time as this where dysfunction take you away from your family, and people just be like, I don't want to deal with the toxicity. And you could tell from what's going on, okay, that there's some dysfunction going on, okay? And I used to think this when I used to think about Miss Reva would do these videos and she would try to talk about the Lord and everything else, and I would be like, well, why, if you're talking about the Lord represents order. He's a God of decency and order. Why are you not getting your house in order? Like, you had your daughter in the crib with this other young lady, and I guess living in the house as a teen. Like, the daughter, the girl, the ex-girlfriend was saying of Tina, was saying that Tina would get up and just go to get a little, you know, a little Lucy or whatever, and play Fortnite. You know, the hygienical stuff wasn't there. She was saying, like, you know, you got a YouTube channel, you're not even getting up to make no income for yourself, and the rest of that. And that's another thing. Like, I feel like Queen has been doing what she's able to do for her family. I really do. After careful consideration and thinking about everything, Queen gave both of those two siblings of hers channels where, because their sister is a public figure, they was able to get the channels easy, right? To be able to fish and swim for themselves and make money off of being an influencer. Apparently, I guess they were saying like Tina supposedly sold the channel. Like it's just like, and then you taking money off your sister card, I guess because she thought, and then the ex had bought it, you know, set the whole play-by-play up when it happened, how it happened, and how I guess Tina thought that it was Queen's card, but she didn't know that it was like a joint type of card between Queen and Clarence and all kind of stuff. And just all kind of stuff was exposed that, you know, she kind of made like mention of, you know, Miss Reva always talking about the Lord, but that's something that I had to bring up with this. Like, if you dealing with the Most High God, like I know everybody has like a past, nobody is perfect, but at a certain point, stuff like this is like, you need to get your house in order, okay? Because, you know, why with them grown children that she got, are they not in college? Are they not working? Why is, and then the girl was saying that Queen have to take care of the mother because she can't get food for her and her kids. The mother, Miss Reva, the girlfriend, was saying that she have to depend on Queen to get gas and all kind of stuff. And it's like, no ma'am, nobody at a certain age should have to be in a position like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, parents are supposed to be in a position to where they could bless their children and their children's children eventually. And that means that, you know, people love to talk that like spiritual stuff, but when it comes to the actual application of it, sometimes people try to play games. Like, and it's just like, I noticed like with it, she will always focus on Queen. Not to say, I'm talking about Miss Reva, not to say that it's wrong to focus on your child, but the two that she have was not doing anything. That she have with her was not doing anything. Like, the girl Tina is not doing nothing constructive from what the media and the public could see with herself. So much so to where, and it's just, this is why I feel that the girl was coming from the way that she was coming from when she mentioned that Miss Reva be talking about the Lord and stuff, because, you know, if you not living a certain way, when you come and you trying to talk and minister and talk about the Most High God and stuff like that, people will try to use that. You feel what? They will try to use that and be like, you're not even practicing what you preach. Like, I mean, anybody with common sense could be like, okay, so you had your, you know, your daughter's living girlfriend living with you, and you professing the Most High God and the Lord, you know, Jesus, all of that stuff. You professing this out your mouth, and your house is not in order. Then your daughter and your other child, as grown people, from what the ex-girlfriend said, wasn't even working and doing nothing constructive. Because there should be no way it's 3 grown people and ain't no money for no food, no gas, no nothing, and y'all all in the same house where you all having to rely on Queen. And Queen got 2 kids of her own to take care of. That's crazy. That's crazy. And I feel like now, looking back, I feel like now maybe Queen family always talk about Clarence and dissension with Clarence, because it just so happens that Queen met Clarence, they clicked, they're in a, you know, a relationship with each other, they both, you know, they seem committed from what they portray, and it just seems like maybe in their mind, when Queen came up, it's like they hit the mother load, and it's just like, oh, now we don't have to do nothing anymore. And I think when Clarence came in, you got to think about this, y'all. Think about this. You in a relationship with somebody, and you going to confide in that person things that hurt you, things that make you feel upset. The person is watching you feel upset about stuff that your family is doing. Like, Queen was pregnant and stuff was coming out. The family was embarrassing her, you know, way back when that whole situation happened. And I don't blame Clarence and them for not wanting to be bothered with anything attached with Reva, Tina, and the rest of these people. I just don't. Like, sometimes, you know, even the Most High had Abraham leave his kinfolk alone, because people, until they get themselves together, you cannot let people bog you down. It's just like Queen is living her life, raising her kids, trying to get her relationship, you know, popping. Why are you bogging her down with this drama and ghetto stuff? I mean, y'all, it got so ghetto that the ex-girlfriend was like, when that she would put Tina on beam so hard that she would put both of them on beam to where, you know, some stuff we all don't want to see. Baby, please don't put that up of you I'm gonna say with the blick and you doing what you doing with Tina on the candy what I'm gonna call it. We don't want to see that, okay? Whatever it is, if you record it, we don't want to see it, baby. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We don't want to see it. I'm sure I could speak for the whole internet and say we don't want to see it. But it's the simple fact that this is what I'm saying, y'all, as far as the whole Queen family situation. I don't like that it's like, when it comes to Queen, like the mom, she be having all these scriptures and stuff like that, but when it comes to everything else, it's just not, it's not right. You feel what I'm saying? And this is how people mock people that are in the church. Like, this is how they do that. Like, the girl was saying, like as far as just everything, like she was going in, y'all. I was like, what in the ghetto is going on? She mentioned like when Tina would go and the mama would go to the facilities, it smelled like a cow that done went on to the glory. And then it was like, she was saying that it was like crusty, like black crumbles or whatever, dirt all on the toilet seats and stuff. I was just like, when they would, I guess, would go to visit, I guess, her house to go to the facilities, and it was just stuff with that. I was like, what is going on here? This is ghetto. And it's like, the fact of the matter, this is why I'm pointing out the whole Reva situation too, is because it's like, every time, you know that your daughter have a brand. You know that your daughter is dealing with corporate people who do not want all this drama attached to her. Like, I mean, I feel like the least that you could do is to get your house in order so this is not going on. Like, and then why, like the young lady was saying, the ex was saying, why even speak on her knowing that she was around so much with so much information to cause a situation to where now you got people putting you on Front Street. And it's like the second, it's like everybody that be attached, like, I don't, honey, they say a lot of stuff. They say a curse don't come without a cause, okay? And it seems like every time somebody is attached to certain stuff with this situation, somebody is always embarrassing Queen some type of way. And it's not making Queen look bad. Let me make it clear, okay? It's not making Queen look bad. It's making them look bad, because it's like now people are starting to say and starting to see that you don't have your house in order. And if we all, you know, some of us, we do crack the word of the Bible. We do open the good book, okay? And you got to have your house in order. And if you don't have your house in order and you professing the Lord will help you to get that house in order. Like, he deals with those that do not have a house in order. And this is just not right. It's not right. Like, a lot of us have family members in our family that you got to watch them. You can't put you got to go like this with your pocketbook and be, you know, worried about them stealing and stuff. Don't nobody want family members like that around. Like, that's not cool. And for, you know, the mom to profess to be like a woman of God, like, this is just unacceptable that all of this is going on. This is just totally unacceptable. Tina is just totally unacceptable what she's doing. And it's like, I'm wondering if she's not feeling good about herself, because typically when people have this repeated behavior where they're constantly like taking stuff from friends and family, it's deeper, like, underlying stuff going on with that. You feel me? Like, maybe, you know, counseling or something like that. The ex-girlfriend did mention that she felt like the mother would put Tina down. Now, this is all, you know, This is all based on what the ex-girlfriend is saying, and I'm giving commentary on it, okay? So hopefully Miss Reva and them will make a video explaining all of this or whatever. Maybe they already have one and I gotta go look at it, but this is not good. And this is why, you know, people could see maybe why Queen doesn't deal with her family, or they because honestly, if you think about it, they don't fit the mold of what Queen has become. Like, sometimes you know, when stuff is toxic, you outgrow people, you outgrow situations, and sometimes in order to grow, you got to go sometimes. And it's just like, every time we turn around, like, since the girl done got on and been famous, it's one situation after the next where her family is embarrassing her some type of way. They putting something out, they being vocal, they talking too much, they just doing the most. And at first I'm like, okay, well, maybe the girl not doing them correctly, that's why they doing this. But now it's just like, no, somebody has confirmed via, you know, their own truth and their own story that it's them. But like I said, you know, a situation that is habitual, like, and just it keeps on being repetitive, dysfunctionality, you have to renounce that sort of stuff. Because at this point, this is dysfunctional. Like I said, like, even the scriptures say a curse does not come without a cause. Why is everybody that is coming from you just dysfunctional? Like, why are you not getting a grip on the situation? Like, it shouldn't be year after year. The internet should not keep having content on this lady daughter. You feel what I'm saying? Your other daughter should be constructively doing something with herself to make herself a good person out of society. Like, who, like, I feel like Queen has given both of her siblings, you know, a way to succeed. You feel what I'm saying? And if they didn't work at it, how is that her fault? Like, why should she have to continue to carry the weight of her family when she has kids and a family of her own that she has to support? You feel me? Like, these is grown people we talking about. And if the mother wasn't working, that's crazy to me, because that's what they was saying. The girl was saying, like, that the mother wouldn't be working and Queen just had to take care of her as a grown individual. And that's so bizarre to me. Like, I couldn't even imagine, like, my mom not being at a position and she has reached a certain age or whatever. Like, by this time, your parents are supposed to be able to do some things for you. You know, typically, you know, when kids, you know, they graduate and stuff, parents is able to send them to college or get them their first car, something. But it's just at a certain point, and this, like I said, this is why people make a mockery out of people who, like I say, profess the Lord and stuff like that, because the people that is on display saying it, it's like, there's nothing wrong with people having a past, or, you know, everybody has a past, folks. Please don't think I'm trying to say that people are supposed to be perfect and any of that. No. What I'm saying is, you have a past, and then we should see you growing from your past into your present situation, where we should see the manifestation of the Most High God and glory and the rest of that. Like, you shouldn't still be doing the same stuff that you was doing year after year after year. Like, when you was in the world, you lived a certain way, and then when you come and you get saved, it's supposed to be a change. And it's like, this is why I feel like the young girl was saying what she was saying. Like, you talking about the Lord and all that, but you're not going to disrespect me. That's what the girl was saying. And I always kind of felt like, you know, what was up with this? Like, why is it every time you turn around, Tina is getting into something, and Tina just, hopefully, honey, she get, you know, get something going with her life, honey. But if I feel like if I was in that position, you know, you can't tell nobody how to feel about their family, but if I was in the position, I just would straight cut the folks off. because that negativity is not good for your health. It's not good for your productivity. Like, until they get themselves together, that's when I'll be able to come around. But I would not be able to come around with just with dysfunction and all that. Like, I would not. I would not. And if the Most High told Abraham to, leave his kinfolk alone, then sometimes that has to be the thing. Because like I said, y'all, it been year after year. YouTubers should not even have no content to keep talking about when it comes to Queen Naija. Like, there's many YouTubers who their family is not always online with drama and dysfunction. Like, there's a lot of YouTubers who you never hear nothing about their family coming out and all this dysfunctional stuff on them. Like, I mean, there's families that do that, but typically it's dysfunction there. You feel me? But yeah, like I was saying, y'all, what are y'all's thoughts? Do y'all feel like it should just be a situation to where they family get their house in order? And I think I'm like referring to like 2 Kings 20:1. Y'all remember, like, if if y'all read the good book, where the prophet went to who is this in here? The prophet Isaiah, the son of Amos, came to him, and I think it was Hezekiah, and said, thus saith the Lord, set thine house in order. So, honey, everything you need to know about life, honey, is in that book, honey, in that book, and it really will let you know. And you know a man, honey, by their fruit. Because that's I think that's something else that the girl kept mentioning also, where people they start talking that spiritual talk, but if you look at the fruit that they're bearing, we should not be here, like I said, year after year after year with dysfunctionality in regards to Queen Naija. Like, we just should not. You don't see Clarence family doing videos, and just it got to stop at a certain point. Like, it's really getting just sad to watch. Hopefully nothing else come out and everything will be all good. But like I said, y'all, it all depends on people getting it together. It's KingBritneyChanel. That's my thoughts on this. I'm about to get out of here. Definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all soon on the next video. Hey honeys, thank you for watching my video, and if you haven't, definitely make sure you check out my Teespring, KingBritneyChanel Couture, where you can find my latest merch. I upload a lot of new designs frequently, so definitely make sure you check it out. We have mugs, we have wall tapestries, canvas art, pillows, fleece blankets, apparel, and so much more. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all on my next video.